We are entering a new and vital stage in the life of the Uniting Church SA. In November last year, the Presbyterian Synod approved a new strategic plan for the Church. This plan will guide the Church's development for the next 5 years. This vision for mission and ministry will ensure we are intentional and committed about our future. It will guide our actions and priorities and ensure we have a clear focus. Most importantly, the plan is for everyone, for church members in congregations, ministers, leaders, staff and Uniting Church schools and agencies in South Australia. While many groups in the Church have their own strategic plans, we expect many aspects of the Presbyterian Synod's strategic plan will be relevant in these places too. By working together, we can really make a difference in the way we carry out God's mission in the world. Our strategic plan has 6 key directions. The first key direction focuses on how the Church can foster a culture of conversion growth. The second concerns the development of our ministers and lay leaders. And the third centres on growing authentic, passionate disciples of Christ. Under the fourth key direction, every congregation and agency will be encouraged to develop a new model or fresh expression of church. The last 2 key directions focus on how we might better raise our profile in the community and how we may develop new ways to seek God's justice. A strategic planning steering group has been formed to oversee the development and implementation of the 6 key directions and to ensure that the plan stays on target. The group is chaired by Uniting Church SA General Secretary, Reverend Dr. Graham Humphreys.
Certainly the Church is doing some things really well, but I think we'd all agree that the Church could do some things even better. And our hope is that the strategic plan will help us be very intentional, focus on our priorities and our core business, and really make a difference in the future to many of our communities.
6 teams have been established to manage each of the key directions. Key Direction 1. Fostering a culture of conversion growth is a priority key direction this year. Reverend Beth Seaman from Brighton Uniting Church is the convener of this team.
We live in a culture where people are searching. Everyone is on a spiritual journey. We just don't have the places. We haven't created the places and the spaces for people to be able to explore those questions. And so creating a culture of conversion growth is about creating a culture within our church, within our congregations, where people can come with their searches, with their questions, and be able to be received for wherever they're at.
Developing excellent ministers and lay leaders has also been identified as a priority key direction this year. This team is convened by MRN Executive Officer Reverend Dr. Ian Price. The team's primary focus this year is to establish a leadership institute.
Early conversations are around the possibility of 4 key focuses, 1 in Christian living, 1 in leadership development, 1 in theology of mission, and 1 in biblical studies, and that those 4 streams could provide the foundation for lifelong education. We're committed to all of the Church being engaged in theological formation and mission formation. We're committed to ensuring that people of all ages can be involved in it, and that this is a lifelong education process.
Developing authentic, passionate disciples of Christ is the focus of the 3rd key direction. This team is led by Reverend Peter Morell from Balhana Uniting Church.
Our behaviour as disciples could improve, and that's every one of us. And so I think there is a point at which having this as a key direction as a part of the discussion really puts it out there to us and says, well, what are we doing? What are we going to do that stands apart from the crowd? What are we going to do that stands apart from the rest of society? We call ourselves the followers of Jesus Christ. We call ourselves disciples of Jesus. What are we actually going to do that makes a difference in this world?
The 4th key direction focuses on developing fresh expressions of church relevant in today's world. Reverend Rob Stoner from the church's Mission Resourcing Network heads this core team.
So the role of the Presbyterian Synod in this is firstly to help people draw the big picture, to dream of the possibilities, and so I think our task group would be doing that as a first step, to say what are the range of possibilities that could be picked up by different sorts and shapes and sizes of congregations. And then just encouraging people to have a go. One of the things that people seem to be afraid of, in a sense, is actually stepping outside of their congregation and engaging with their community afresh.
The fifth key direction is about letting the outside world know that the Uniting Church is a dynamic church, a church with a message and lots of action. Shannon Short will head this team.
The Uniting Church has a history of not blowing our own trumpet. We like to do things and get our hands dirty, but we do it without fanfare. And that's really honourable, but it doesn't help necessarily people in the wider community to know that we're a dynamic and relevant church. And if we want people to find ways of connecting with our church, then we need also to raise our profile.
The last key direction centres on the ways we can address injustice. This team is convened by Reverend Michaela Tiller, who heads the Uniting Care Commission in South Australia. This is a wide-ranging key direction.
It's really diverse, and that to me is exactly who the Uniting Church is. It's a church that's passionately committed to justice, and a diverse range of justice aspects, not just to a particular group of people or to the environment, but to a whole range of justice issues. And we're passionately committed to speaking out about them and advocating for systemic change, so that hopefully in the future people, the environment, marginalised groups won't be in the situation they're in now. So it's not just about building relationships, it's also about trying to make things better in the future.
While the strategic plan may first appear daunting, remember it's a plan which will be developed and implemented over the next 5 years.
We hope the plan will impact on every congregation and every mission network. We believe that what we're talking about in the plan is our core business, and we would hope that every congregation and every network would look at aspects of that and how that can actually improve their missional outreach to people.
We intend to keep everyone informed of our progress. Strategic Plan news will be published in a new bi-monthly newsletter called future@sa.uca. And there will also be regular updates and articles in New Times, as well as on our website. We hope you'll consider how you can be involved in enacting aspects of the strategic plan and how it may fit in with your congregation's mission plan.